Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I had to hurry up and spit that out because I think I am about to shed some tears. Wow. First of all, I want to begin with expressing that we are still integrating the Lionsgate energies. How do I know that? For those of you who are not watching all of my videos consistently or making your way through it, I have mentioned, I believe it began August the 2nd. I'm not certain which video I actually placed it in, but I developed an orb-like vision in my right eye, and it was in the upper corner of my eye at that time, and it has made its way down, and it wasn't until I was on my vacation where I truly understood what it was. My intuition was telling me what it was, but I didn't actually come out and ask. I didn't ask God what it was until I was on vacation. And it is the infinity sign. It has shifted from a circular orb to the infinity sign, and has made its way down. And now it is at the bridge of my nose, a little bit to the left of my bridge of the nose now. And the point of it is to center and become aligned with my eyes. Until that is complete, the energies that are associated with the Lionsgate portal will still be integrated. For many of us. Others who are at a lower level, it may take a little while longer, or you might come back to this point. When we are on our spiritual journey, we are always going around, in around, in around, in around, in a spiral until we have to come right back down, in around, in around. It's part of our karma, our personal karma. It's part of our personal clearing. And the energies, no matter when we are receiving it, are doing that and will continuously work through us by adding more energy to it. But the progress will always be there. I hope that makes sense. So a few days ago, I'm going back to my videos to double check. August the 22nd, I made a video about the waxing crescent moon, and I am very honest here. I am learning. I learn. And sometimes what I pick up and read about, or if I haven't had clarity in my inner guidance or in the messages that I have received, if there is lack of clarity, I do my own research. Sometimes things pull me in a way, and I love what I'm reading, so I give it to you as best as I can. The waxing crescent moon is one thing that resonated with me because it too signifies what I was talking about with the inner energy that is associated with flow and was it vata? I forget how it was pronounced. So, which is associated with the awakening. No, the vata energy, which coordinated with the flow of energy, which I was seeing in a menstrual cycle. And if you are aware, in ancient times, a woman's cycle did coordinate with the moon's cycle. But the menstrual cycle is a spiritual significance about the way flow of energy is supposed to take place. Not only do we have the flow of energy that rises within us as the Holy Spirit, the life force energy, the prana, the chi, whatever it is that you resonate with, we also have the energy that radiates down to pull out negativity as well, or to pull and to assist in the bringing down of light, which is what's been taking place here lately. That light has been pouring into our crown, igniting, inflaming the pineal, the pituitary, the thalamus, everything in our brain, to bringing life there, pouring down into our chakras, which is the part of the vata energies that is associated with the moon, the crescent moon at that. But there's more. There's more. You know, again, sometimes by my messages, and I think a lot of people have it this way as well, where it comes in bits and pieces. And it might come one day, then the next day, and the next day. And by the time it's done, you're like, okay, now the puzzle is fitting together, or now I'm connecting more of the dots. The connecting of dots is so important. So the crescent moon is actually a chakra. The crescent moon is actually a chakra that I believe I may have come across in my understanding and learning throughout this almost 2 years of my process here. It's called the Bindu. And it is represented as a crescent moon or a white lotus. And the purpose of this Bindu chakra is, well, this is part of the more advanced those who are at a higher place now, okay? Everything that has been actually taking place that I am talking about with the pineal, the pituitary, the thalamus, all of that light igniting within our brain as a result of the Christ oil rising is a part of the higher levels towards those end stages of where modern people in this time and age have gone. There are other levels that we don't know about. There are other teachings that we don't know about or can go and attain to that people do know about it and read and write about it, but a lot of people don't ascend higher than their soul star or knowing their higher self. But there are others. I'm not saying there's not people, but some people are limited on their teaching as a choice. Now, you have made that choice to not ascend higher, or it is just because you can't get past certain lessons as easily as you did in those other lessons. So that's what I've seen the crescent moon. And last night, the mix of ascended masters, and then other things too. But and then the white lotus appeared. Now, when this Bindu is functioning, and also it's called the moon chakra. From what I have read is that where we have been, it's so hard to make this, just like we have different godlike type masters in religions and separate religions or origins that you may have appear at. This one centers on one, the one. When it is open, you are now one and communicating with one. So I am just now learning more about this. And, this is really interesting because, not about this, but something I want to remind you about is that they say that our masters come into our life. We will be taught by the ascended masters, or a master will come in and teach us things. The master could be the one himself. And the master really is like, what am I reading? The information that I am taking in, because we live in a society with so many ways now to receive information, like the internet and stuff. It's not, people are not required, is what I'm trying to say in a runabout way, is that people are not required to actually come into our life and give us a one-on-one lesson, like going to school. We don't have to sit in the class and learn. We can do this at our own pace, at home, with the internet, with our own guidance, whatever it is. And that becomes the master and student type lesson. So if you are sitting around waiting, and I did do this in my early on in my awakening process. Well, where is everybody? There's nobody coming into my life. I don't know what I'm supposed to learn. I was learning by trusting in what I was receiving and going where my guidance was teaching me to go to, telling me to go to. So just do what you have to do. That is your master, your teacher that is coming into your life. So what this moon chakra actually does is that it produces a substance that secretes a fluid, which is associated with an enlightenment. It drops this nectar down into the third chakra. And again, this is kind of what I have already been talking about towards the light being restored within us. But there is always so much more that light can do within us. There's so many other places that light can penetrate within us to make more of a divine connection. This is also, I want to tell you, the place where this Bindu or moon chakra sits, in the place where Jewish people keep their, what is that thing called, on their head? Or in other, I think some Asian cultures have it where they shave all of their hair off, but they keep that ponytail there, or bun or something. That is where it actually sits. And there's great significance in what culture does to what something really is. And we always find more information when we seek it. And so when this is activated, again, it helps and assists in the activation of the pineal gland in the third eye. Like I said, more light can always be absorbed by allowing more to be ignited. Like there are, people talk about the 7 main chakras within our form, but there is another chakra, and please forgive me, I forget the name as I am trying to tell you about this, that sits towards the left of our hip. That is there. That should be activated. There is a chakra that's right below our left breast or chest area that should be open and activated. I think I have mentioned another video of mine. You can go do some research. Could it be about a year ago or within this past year, of the other chakras that you don't know about, that you should know about. The mouth of God, the Alta Major, all of these chakras are newer to society now, to the enlightened individual, and there are even so much more. I am grateful that I can. Now I'm thinking, I was trying to think if the moon chakra was the soft spot on the head, but it is not. So as I am making this video, I know it's because of the moon chakra being activated now. If you believe in it, you begin the process of it. When you understand in it, even more so, when you understand the process, you begin the activation process. Without the belief and without understanding what you're going through and how it is related to what you're being told or guided towards, there's no end result. If you don't understand your process, your experience, and why you're getting there, you're not going to complete the process. That's your lesson, as well as whatever else is coming into your reality. So I am experiencing a burning sensation. I think it is, it's moving kind of like in a wave with the type of, I guess you can say, where the life force energy is. Half of me it's fluctuating between the left and right side being a cool burn. I'm having a form of synchronicity lining up here as I'm pushing pause and kind of still reading because I just learned about this today, and I wanted to get it to you as much as I could in the process of it. I have been talking about in other videos. So I am also going to place this video, which is August the 26th, after the coordinating videos that I have already made. I think I have 2 more before this in the lineup that's coming, and if I need to, I'll post 2 per day, whatever it is. But I will put them in chronological order of the time that I have made them, so that you can stay up to date. But in those videos, I have been talking about connecting the dots. And it says here in this, what I am currently reading, is that this energy center sleeps, and it is similar to a dot. But when awakened in its energy, it begins to flow or to drip. And it drips again a fluid. It is a health center. What it's saying is that it brings about improved physical, psychic, and spiritual health, and therefore a valuable aid on our spiritual journey. It also helps to quieten our emotions and brings harmony and sense of well-being. With this chakra, the moon chakra or the Bindu chakra, we are more able to control our hunger and thirst and overcome unhealthy eating habits. And there's so many other benefits of this chakra. Now, me telling you about this If you are not experiencing this now, you can. Everything that I put out to you, and if you are not experiencing it, you can. Again, if it's igniting something interesting and it gives you, I think that's what I want, you've already begun the flow of creation towards this. And your lessons, your life, everything is going to begin to play out to bring you here until you are ready for it to begin and have this. So don't ever doubt your path. Don't ever doubt that you can't attain something. It's the belief, the understanding, learning, and receiving. So on the physical level, though, when this is activated and the pineal gland and the pituitary gland become active together, this is where the fountain of youth comes into play. It is also called the Amarita, or nectar of immortality. Wow, so this is something that I am going to... Oh, this is also, I believe, associated with Shiva. Am I correct in saying that? The feminine energy. I think I read that somewhere and I don't have it in front of me now. I am going to continue reading today and seeing what else comes together. Today also is the 26th. Okay, so now I have to place this video before my other ones. I had meant to anyway. It is an 8-day. So I'm going to ask all of you, since I am putting this video prior to other videos that I have made, to come back and watch the other ones. And if this one doesn't really make sense to you, well, this one mostly, it should. If you understand it, if you're going through it, you still should. But I've received this message after the other ones, so I just want to put that out there to you. And always come back and check out my other videos. So today is an energetic 8 day. It is an 8-8 day, August the 8th. It is still a part of the Lionsgate. And like I said, that orb is not, the infinity sign is not centered completely in my eye. And so we will still be continuing on with this. I don't know how much longer we have. From the looks of it, you know, it could be a couple of days if it moves faster, or it could be a couple of weeks. I am not in a rush, although I'm anxious too. I am excited to get where I'm going, but I know, because of that excitement, that I'm not quite ready either. When we can have true peace from within, that we are right where we're supposed to be and we will get where we're going when we're ready, we will be impartial. And this is a realization that I'm just having right now. And it's so important for us to be honest with ourselves. This honesty is a type of purging, though. You see, I am being so honest now that I am ready, but I am not ready. I am afraid and I am excited. When I receive or open the doors to my higher self, there's no turning back. There is no turning back. And that's why early on this week or last week, whenever it was, and I was writing about filling those shoes, and I was so emotional. I was sad for a couple of days, very emotional, Because I'm at the end phases. I am letting go of a person that I have held on to for 45 years. I'm 45. I have learned to be somebody that I've never liked anyway, but that I'm never going to see again. Yet, by doing so, I'm going to receive my greatest self. Yet, there's still a saddening part of it all. Saying goodbye is always hard. That's why on this journey to self-realization and remembering who we are, God, Source, Spirit, whoever you resonate with, tries to teach us that we can't have those attachments. I have been prepared to say goodbye to people in my life. I have been prepared for that type of whenever my purpose comes, if it is necessary, I can pick up and go. I have let go of attachments in my home, things that I once loved and held dear, that I don't need to take with me if I ever have to pick up and go. But I totally forgot to look within myself and say, I'm okay with saying goodbye to you, Christy. I forgot. And so I've been doing that this past week or so, past couple of weeks, and it's been hard. But I know my greater self is definitely going to be just that. Great. My heart feels the beauty of who I am truly going to be when she arrives, but it's a loss still. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.